The Dominican motto, to praise, to bless, to preach, inspires and shapes our ministry. We preach so that the word we contemplate might transform our lives and our contemporary world, believing that action on behalf of justice and participation in the transformation of the world are essential dimensions of preaching the gospel. We work toward a more just and compassionate world through our ministry. Dominican preaching takes many forms. It is always a ministry of the Word in service to the people of God. As Springfield Dominicans, we focus our proclamation of the Word in the areas of education, health care, and pastoral ministry. These three branches of ministry are held in a state of harmony and balance, nurtured by personal and common prayer and action for justice. In all we do, we strive to live God's love for the world through right relationship. Let's look at these areas of ministry now. Education. Our Dominican commitment to seeking truth calls us to ministry in the field of education in myriad forms, including Catholic grade schools, high schools, and universities, as well as diocesan education offices. In parish and diocesan religious formation with children and adults. With immigrants in adult literacy and citizenship, ecology, social justice, and health education programs, as well as libraries and archives. In all our educational ministries, we strive to instill and encourage a strong foundation and love for God's Word. Health care. Our desire to serve people in need of healing calls us to ministry in the field of health care. When people are in need of physical, emotional, psychological, or spiritual healing, we long to help. Compassion, respect, and hope are among the gifts we offer as we minister in hospitals, elder care, counseling, and spirituality centers. Pastoral ministry. Our compassionate concern for God's people and all creation calls us to pastoral ministry in many forms. Through diocesan and parish service, spiritual renewal, counseling, social work, prison ministry, and attention to the care of creation, we live out our desire that everyone experience the mercy and love of God. Our availability to meet the needs of God's people and the world is balanced and nourished by our presence to one another in community, the community of Dominican Sisters of Springfield, Illinois.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon us. God has anointed us to bring the good news to the poor and afflicted, to go forth in the power of Christ. We are called to proclaim the gospel of Jesus. We are the holy preaching. How can they believe unless they have heard? How shall they hear if they're not sent? How beautiful the feet of the preacher of the gospel, to go forth in the power of Christ. We are called to proclaim the gospel of Jesus. We are the holy preaching. Our Holy Father Dominic has sent us forth to follow the path where he led. with our hearts on fire, to go forth in the power of Christ. We are called to proclaim the gospel of Jesus,